Good afternoon, traders. It is Tuesday, March 24th, 2015, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We made money today, and I should not complain about days that I make money, but it was a very frustrating day for me. I've complained about this before. You know, you pile up open trade profits, and then you watch them melt down to less profits, and it's like you've lost that money. Even though you may end up actually making money, you still feel like you've lost money when you've lost open trade. And that's what happened to us today. It was rather frustrating. You know, the Dow Jones Industrial Average essentially did what I said it was going to do yesterday. It closed down 104 points. I think that's good. I'm looking at this thing closing, getting down a little more than another 100 points. It's closing just above 18,000 right now, and I see it going down just a little below 17,900. So, you know, maybe we have another 120 points to go. But regardless, even though it did what I said it was going to do, we had positions on, or got into new positions today. That was the frustrating part. We did very well with what we came in with. In fact, we more than doubled our open trade equity from what we had yesterday, from the point we got out. You can see here the Dow, you know, moved up very nicely for about the first 2 hours or so, and then it started sinking, and we get out of our trades here. So we ended up closing out nearly $6,000 in closed out trades when we only had like 2,500 on the close and open trade yesterday. So we, as I say, we better than doubled what we had from yesterday as a result of the way the overall market was moving this morning, because we get out early now. But the problem is we got into a total of about 7 trades, and those started out looking real good. And actually, at one point, I took a screenshot of this and put it on the website. We were actually up $9,000. This is on everything new that we did today. We had positive $9,000 in open trade equity, and unfortunately, by the time the market closed, that $9,000 positive had slipped to negative 1,700. So when I'm whining about today, I feel like we lost $10,000, even though we actually did make money today. So that's just the life of the trader, but it's very frustrating. And you know, this is what I do for a living, and I have to live with it. I mean, it happens all the time, but it was a frustrating day. I'll show you some of the individual trades that we took today. This is one that I'm showing you my most frustrating trade first here. This only 3 days ago we had bought this huge gap in Prothena, and it just couldn't hold that level, and it came down, and you know, in no way is it filling the gap. You understand? I mean, if you're believing in filling the gap, it didn't fill the gap, but it did pull back with some profit taking here. By the time we got out here, we got clipped for $7,000 plus, and that really hurt. And then we go along, and then today it pops up again, and we buy it again. And I thought at first, well, hey, now Prothena may really go and, you know, make us a little money, get some of that money back. And we were up, you know, over $2,000 when it was up here, but then it starts sagging a little, and we're still in it, but we're negative. I think a couple $1,000, maybe $1,500. Anyway, we're negative Prothena right now, and we're still along that. So I hope it doesn't fill this gap on the open tomorrow. That's all I can say. So that Prothena again hurt us. This is another trade that looked real good initially and then faded out on us. And this is Anacor Pharmaceuticals, ANAC, A-N-A-C. We bought this on the pop-up. This is really looking good here. We're up over $2,000. When it gets up here, I'm thinking this thing's really going to go, and then it fades along with the overall market and Prothena. And so by the time it closes, we're down, a couple thousand on Anacor. So we had two stocks there that were contributing to that $9,000 positive equity that I saw earlier in the day, and ended up going all the way to a negative at the end of the day. These were two of the stocks that contributed to that slide. Everything was not bad, and as I say, we did really well on our exits. Actually improved what we had yesterday, and I'm just going to show you one of those, so I'm not leaving on a negative feeling here, because this system definitely makes money, folks. It's just that it can get very frustrating sometimes. This is IMMR, Immersion Corporation, and 2 days ago we'd bought this thing on a pop-up. We got out almost exactly where we got in yesterday. So that was a break-even trade, but then it kept going, so we bought it again. It kept going very strong, and we got out of there, pretty darn close to the high of the day today, and I think we took $3,000 out of Immersion Corporation. So, again, I want to emphasize, despite my grumbling about today, we made nearly $6,000 in closed-out trades. We're carrying negative $1,700 going into tomorrow. That's got to count as a winning day, but it still is very frustrating. That's the way it went. The Dow is going down, folks. It's hard to make money when the Dow is going down. I am expecting that it might hit bottom tomorrow or the next day. We'll just have to see. Anyway, that's the way it went. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday.